Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
On this Saturday's Liqueur series, we're exploring Soho and their Lychee Liqueur. Matt, why don't you tell me a little bit about that that bottle there while everybody remembers to hit that like and subscribe button.
All right. Soho Lychee Liqueur. All right, so it's kind of hard to see here, but it is a cool bottle. Got nice sides here. It's got a Chinese junk here in the middle, but it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but so I can get closer.
You can kind of see it in there.
Yeah, kind of. Well, anyway,
Got
you
fiddly
can
bits
see a
on the
little
side
gold
there.
Chinese junk here, but it's got this nice ingrown thing, and it's got some nice fiddly bits all in the bottle that they put into it. So, did a nice job.
Not too shabby.
All right, the funniest part is this thing's from France. It's not even from Asia. That's the hilarious part. Here's a liqueur from France. That's what lychee, which is an Asian fruit. But yeah, it's 21%. What it is a fusion of Asian flavors. It's the #1 selling brand of lychee in the world. It's the #2 selling liqueur of all liqueurs in France and Japan. So what lychee is a small white fruit that is scented by a stone and rough, thick skin. It's got this like pinkish skin, but it looks kind of like a raspberry, except for much bigger, and it's got this hard skin on it. It's also very toxic. If you eat it unripened, it can kill you. So you got that going for you.
Good
So
to know.
unripe can cause low blood sugar and encephalopathy, which basically changes your brain function, and you can basically tap out on hypoglycemia, and so you end up basically dying from low blood sugar.
And they've
Oh,
run
great.
tests on distilling this spirit, right?
Yes, so thankfully this is safe to drink because if it's ripe, it's safe to eat as well. But apparently, it's a really big problem in like India and China. Would be like people that are malnourished eat this a lot of times die from this fruit because it's not ripe. If it's not ripe, it'll kill you. So it's got that going for you. So hey, whatever. It's a tall evergreen tree that bears this fruit. It's very aromatic and musky, kind of like the muskmelon from Japan, except for that grows totally different, but just conceptually scent-wise. It came to Jamaica in 1775 and is actually grown in the U.S. and Florida starting in 1916. They say this is best added to juice soda or tonic water. So let's see what we think of lychee. Smells
It's
sweet.
pungent.
I'm sure Will's going to hate it.
It smells like nail polish remover is the first
Really?
note that I'm getting on it.
I like it. I think it smells sweet and fresh, and it smells like a lychee berry, which I have no idea what they smell like, but I'm guessing they smell just like this liqueur. I don't know. To me, it's got this super sweetness to it. And I could see like this, this melon itself being able to bite into it. It smells really good.
I can get something like a honeydew, kind of like not a cantaloupe, not a honeydew, but something in that family. I can find that in here.
It reminds me of Midori to a degree, which is a Japanese liqueur, and that's a muskmelon, which makes sense that this is a musk fruit, it's that same family.
That one led me down like a more sour. Oh, no, here's the sour path coming down it, though.
Yeah. But funny story about this liqueur. So one of the things we do for Christmas every year, this was, like 20 years ago now, we would do liqueur exchanges, and now we do whiskey exchanges, but at the time we're doing liqueur exchanges. And we brought the Soho one year, and this is one of the ones I won. It's like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. So we opened it up. We passed it around the room. I think we finished that bottle that night, the original bottle of this Soho lychee. I think it's quite tasty. All right, let's see what we think here. It's super sugary sweet.
Whoa.
It's really fresh and berries. And I could see this being tamped down with tonic water, club soda, and being really nice to take away the sweetness of this. And it's usually used as a mix in cocktails, not drinking neat. It is very sweet, but it is really good if you like that musk flavor.
There's a bit of a bitter component in there that kind of keeps me hanging on in there. But it's still just so sugary sweet.
But it's good.
Ooh. Yeah.
I like it.
You tamp that down, with some tonic water or even with just some club soda or some seltzer water, which is what I typically tend to drink.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that would actually diluted down enough. I would actually probably call that refreshing, almost like cucumber water.
Yeah. It's
where
also
it has almost that minty, cucumberous kind of vibe going on at the finish.
it does almost like a bubble gum almost almost like bobo tea. That's what I would compare it to. Lots of bobo teas.
Okay.
I think it would actually be really good in a bubble tea. So
Or in a sweetened green tea,
okay, yeah, I could see that being good in there.
like a
Like I said, this is
matcha
very
powder.
popular in Asia, so it would not surprise me at all.
This almost reminds me of like a matcha powder on the finish.
Okay,
That's interesting, Matt.
yeah,
It's a little bit too sweet for my palate, but it's very, very interesting, and I can understand why people go crazy for it.
yeah. I think cutting this down was something. I mean, I think this would be a really good. I think this is one of those liqueurs that really enhances the flavor of things you're having with your cocktails. I think this would just be it's a really good one for that in particular.
Yeah,
Oh, I think this might be kind of fun to mix in a highball
I do too.
to give it a sweet. Here we go. We'll make it for you. In fact, when we're done with the liqueur series in 3 or 4 years, we'll make a cocktail series, and we'll go back and do all these liqueurs with cocktails
all over again.
just for Will.
Oh, yep, not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough, but it's heading down that good. It's heading down that path. It's
Yeah,
still
I
a
think
little
it
bit
would
almost
take a
like
lot.
Kool-Aid sweetness.
I think if you maybe had like maybe half ounce of this, I think it's probably enough. Maybe that would be too much for like a can of tonic water or
Yeah.
seltzer water.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah.
some people like me. For some people,
Yeah.
this ratio would probably be fantastic. So,
Yeah.
the world
like
takes all types.
All right.
Well, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and click that notification bell so you don't miss our next episodes. And until next time, keep on crusading for better liquids in your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers. Soho. That's it. Just Soho.
Soho Lychee Liqueur.
One more time, little core.
Soho Lychee.
Lychee?
How the hell you pronounce that word?
Leche.
So I go with Lychee. Right, wrong, once again, don't give a shit.
3, 2.